You guys see the difference?
Today's video is brought to you by no one. So I guess it's up to you to help support the channel by clicking like, share, and subscribe.
It's between the hair that I had the other day and the hair that I have today. The literal only difference is that I foolishly freshly washed my hair with my Dude's Suave stuff because I was lazy and didn't want to get the bar soap stuff out that I have the other day. So that's just a testament that that stuff's cheap and nasty, and that this stuff that my mom got me is great and amazing. Is there a word for a person who is always super stressed about being late, yet always late? If I lived 1 minute from work, I'd be late. If I lived 5 minutes from work, I'd be late. I live 26 or something like that. If I'm really pressing it and not driving into the sun where I can't see or something, you know, I've never timed the trip in, but the trip back home takes me, if I'm trying to make good time, from the door of my work to the door of, or to parking, I guess, 18 minutes, which is 6 minutes longer than the old house. Not the last house, but the one where we started all this. That. However, the trip in always takes longer. I don't care who you are or where you're going. One way always takes longer than the other. This morning when I woke up, okay, back up a few hours. Last night when I was looking at the chickens, because I always count my chickens. I didn't mean to beep, period. My horn got fixed somehow and now it's very sensitive, sorry. Anyway, last night I was counting my chickens because that's what I do. They were all in the coop, all 6 that I have left, because as of posting the last chicken talk video that we just posted, I'm down another chicken. So from 8 to 7 and now 7 to 6. So there were 6 of them in there. And the cat, which I haven't talked to you about yet, but I guess she'll be the subject of today, was in the coop because the wind smashed the door shut, and the cat and the chickens are friends. And before you start saying things that you think you know about, you're gonna fall. That cat is not the culprit of the missing chickens. The coyotes are. That cat loves those chickens because that cat knows that the reason that she has a warm place to be and food to eat is because there's chickens. I don't know, I was gonna get rid of her, but I didn't. Anyway, back to that in a minute. So this morning I go to let my chickens out, and I swear I counted 6, but they come flying out of that coop in the morning ready to be free. The only time they don't is if it's super, 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 super cold or snowy. Then they're just like, screw you, and they're all mad at me like it's my fault. So, windy, whatever. And yesterday, or last night, the wind was out of control. During the day, it was gorgeous. Decorating my Christmas trees in my house for Christmas, and my dude, like, aired out the whole house. He had all the doors open because it was, like, maybe almost 60 degrees outside. We made the dogs stay outside all afternoon, and it was really a nice day. And it was calm. And then, as soon as the sun went down, the gales started a-blowing. It slammed the coop door shut, went out there, let the kitty out, counted the chickens, 6 chickens, counted them this morning, 6 chickens. So here's the routine. Here's the routine in the mornings. If you want to know the new morning routine, it's a quick routine because I don't have time to be screwing around doing silly stuff like I did at the other house. We wake up and then I immediately go to the bathroom because I cannot hold it. So I go to the bathroom and then I let the dogs out. While they're doing their thing, I go let the chickens out, and then if they need their water jug refilled, which it usually lasts 2 to 3 days, I fill up their water jug and get their food, but I only do that after I feed the dogs. So we go out, we come in, the dogs do their routine, we're really working on manner, and then I go take care of the chickens. That's a really long way to explain about 6 minutes worth of time. My chickens love to run to that cedar bush. So this morning, in the amount of time it took me to go in and get the dogs their food and get the chickens like scraps from the night before and the junk that I fill their water thing up in the wintertime with, I only have 5 chickens. I opened the door and there was mayhem. Like the chickens all were like a flying mess and the cat was running away and something was happening in the corner, or else I spooked them by hitting the door or something. I don't know. All that to say, there was only 5 chickens, not 6, and I was real upset. Like, really upset, because since Thanksgiving, and today is the 5th of November, I've lost 3 chickens now. When I was getting in the car, I was loading up the trash, and I saw the other red chicken under the bush, so I think she's just being a little turd. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the kitty cat. Let's see. My aunt and cousin came to visit us the first weekend in October. So I remember thinking that I'm so funny, and I kept saying, like, you know, the cat can stay until she lays eggs and then she's gone, because I want her to be a good mouser. And she was living in this building that was, or not in, but under this like a semi-car that they use as a storage shed, my landlord's. She was living under that until recently my landlord came in and put like loose dirt and gravel up against the space, the open spaces. All the buildings had open spaces at the bottom, and he put a bunch of stuff against that. So she lost her home. But in the meantime, I don't like cats. Like, I don't like cats. They stink, their hair itches my face, they're dirty. I don't like cats. Over time, I had grown to really actually adore this kitty. She's just so small. She's probably, if she's a year old, she's just a year old. And I don't know that she's had to go through a winter yet, you know, she's so young. She's just cute. She's gray and like kind of a little bit calico on her, or whatever you call that. Tabby, I mean, not calico. She's sweet, but I don't touch her. I don't try to touch her. I want her to remain feral, or wild, I guess. I want her to be a mouser, right? So I've been watching her, like, if that cat's gonna mess with my chickens, she's gone. But she hasn't messed with my chickens. In fact, I have several pictures and videos of her in the coop, soaking up the heat, like literally snuggling with the chickens. And they eat together, and I'm okay with her eating the chicken scraps. I don't buy her cat food. I buy cat food. Let me clarify. I buy cat food. It goes in with the chicken food, because they need the protein, especially this time of year, or whenever they're molting. So cat food's a cheap way to supplement that. So I do not actively give her cat food, but she has access to cat food, and she has access to the table scraps, and she picks and chooses, and she'll eat the chicken feed if she wants. And there are days where she comes up to me, if I haven't put out enough like meaty things or something that she'll eat, and she chews me out. She'll run right up to me when she sees me come outside and chew me out, and just say, you know, meow meow, I'm hungry, meow meow meow, or whatever the heck she's saying. I named her Chloe. I don't remember if I said that. I just finally was like, I think that cat's name's Chloe. I call her Chloe Cat. She's bitsy, she's cute, and I think she does keep the mice away, because I haven't seen a sign of a mouse at all. She can stay. I decided if we moved, and we moved to like another farm type area, ever, like not like I have no intention of moving, unless like I buy a house magically. Like, as of this moment, I have no intention of moving. I decided that if that were to happen, I would catch her and bring her with us. So now she kind of lives underneath the chicken coop. There's like, you've probably seen, there's like an old tin dog house that I just use as like a chicken shed, like a storage shed. And the underneath of that, those two things is kind of like one whole thing together now. She just lives under there now. But yeah, that's the story. I have a cat. Her name's Chloe Cat. She's a farm kitty. I will probably try to figure out how to afford to buy her this, like, it's like a heating pad thing that you set out in the wintertime for your little dog or your cat or whatever to lay on outside and stay warm. You guys, guess what? Can Can you tell what this is? My mom, I was just telling you about these today, got me the heating pad for Chloe Cat. Crazy lady. Thanks, Mama. I love you. And Chloe will be very happy too. Oh, look. Good. That's what I was worried about. Made of fireproofing material. Awesome. And the reason I thought of this is because a bad windstorm, I wish I'd have taken better like video or whatever of how I did it, but a bad windstorm knocked over my heated water. It knocked it over and it cracked the top. So like the corner part of the top. So I couldn't use it because you have to take the top off, turn it upside down, fill it up, put the bottom on, flip it back over. So I couldn't use it. It just sat in on my porch, in my porch mudroom room for 2 or 3 weeks while I tried to figure out what to do. At first I was like, I guess I'll eat the $50 that I don't have and I'll go to the Baumgars and I'll just get another one. Well, guess what? They don't have another one. So I didn't know what to do. So the laziness that I possess just left the bottom of it plugged in where it was at. So I caught that cat several times in the cold, curled up on that thing because it was warm. So I was looking for, like, cruising Amazon looking for like cat shelter stuff because I'm trying to figure out how to inconspicuously, so that my dude doesn't get mad at me, create a safe space for the cat. I found this thing and it's like a cushion, it's fireproof, and you just lay it and plug it in and they lay on it and cuddle and it doesn't get like hot, it's like warm enough. So I was thinking I have one more free outlet on my outdoor outlet thingy for the chickens, and I was thinking I would just plug it into that and stick it underneath of one of either the coop or the shed, and then put some more straw under there, and then at least you'd have a warm dry place to be. So that's my story. I got a cat, you guys. Haha, bye. Oh, not haha, bye. But sorry. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble as always. Sorry about the bouncy bounce. Obviously on this better road, the bouncy bounce is gone. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. You just try and prove me wrong, I dare you.